Are they flooding certain areas to draw all of the agents there so they can come through with their contraband at a different area? Or are they hiding in plain sight in this sea of humanity coming through, or both?
Both. Both. So when you look at, again, the numbers, we see regularly on TV numbers of people that are crossing in Del Rio, Texas right now. When they flood resources with 500 illegal border crossers, that forces the Border Patrol to deploy resources to that area. When Border Patrol deploys those resources, it takes those resources out of the field. It creates those gaps in coverage, and that is what allows the cartels to bring in those million people that have been able to evade apprehension. Yeah,
because, you know, I've worked with the DEA, and they're telling me that that they think they seize about 10%.
Correct.
Of what comes across the border, and what they've seized in terms of raw fentanyl that they believe to be trafficked by the Sinaloa cartel is enough to kill every American walking today.
Twice over.
Yeah, just what they've seized, and they just seized a small percentage.
If the U.S. government does designate, for example, that cartel as a terrorist organization, and we have the war on terror going on, there are a lot of government resources that can be used to tackle them appropriately than what's happening right now, which is how they're being able to flood in. And they're using the migrants and using the situation to their advantage, and this is what the issue is. So, I mean, you know, not every migrant that's coming in is doing something wrong or bringing something in. I mean, I think we can all agree on that. And it's very sad, and it's very unfortunate when you have really evil people do really evil things, okay? But closing it and shipping everybody back, or closing it and putting it in a detention center is not going to fix your problem either.
No, we don't have the resources.
You're right. We don't have the resources to detain 200,000 people every single month. But what has been proven time and time again is the moment you start holding people in custody, they will stop coming.
We're out of time, and we're going to have to revisit this. There's no doubt about it. I want to finish by saying two things. I've done a fair amount of research from a lot of different angles about Border Patrol agents, and I have found anything but the fact that this organization is a bunch of abusive, jackbooted individuals down there.
Thank you.
And I've seen example after example of these agents really helping these people. You know, not everybody has the same level of compassion, but I think as an organization, it's well monitored, and you do a very good job of treating these people as human beings and reaching out to them. And I just want to say that's been my experience, and I'd love to come down there and spend some time.
Yes. Thank you, and we do the best that we can.
On the border with you guys, so maybe I can do that sometime soon. And I also want to thank you and Abel with what you're doing in meeting these buses. And all I hear you saying is there's got to be some coordination and communication, and you're scrambling to get resources to help when whatever the situation is. And, you know, God bless you for what you're doing. You don't have to be doing all that, and you are. So thank you for what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for being here and clearing up some of the issues here.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.